What happens when climate change forces indigenous people from sacred sites? Imagine losing a place that holds your ancestors' spirits, your community stories, and your spiritual heart. When climate change pushes indigenous communities away from their sacred sites, the impact goes far beyond just land loss. These sites are more than physical locations. They are the foundation of indigenous identity, history, and traditions. Rising sea levels, coastal erosion, floods, and shifting ecosystems threaten to wash away or damage these vital places. For communities living near coastlines or in fragile environments, the danger is real and immediate. For example, in Louisiana, rising waters are slowly eroding sacred mounds and burial grounds for tribes like the Chitimacha and Pointe-Hochien. When these sites are lost, so is the cultural knowledge and spiritual connection tied to them. Moving away from these places cuts off the link to their ancestors and the stories that have been passed down 4 generations. This disconnection can weaken traditional ceremonies, governance, and community bonds. It also makes it harder for young people to learn and carry on their heritage. The physical act of relocating often means breaking apart communities and losing access to natural resources that are essential for ceremonies and daily life. The architecture and landscapes of sacred sites often reflected centuries of craftsmanship and spiritual symbolism. When these are damaged or destroyed, a part of indigenous history disappears forever. Governments and organizations sometimes try to help tribes relocate, but support is often limited or not culturally sensitive. Moving is not just about finding new land. It's about preserving the spiritual and cultural essence of these places in unfamiliar environments. Protecting these sites requires combining indigenous knowledge with modern climate adaptation efforts. This can include restoring wetlands, controlling erosion, and legally recognizing indigenous land rights. Supporting indigenous-led efforts is key to keeping their sacred sites safe and intact. When climate change forces indigenous people away from their sacred sites, it threatens their cultural survival, spiritual practices, and community strength. It's a loss that touches every part of their heritage and identity.